Director Guillo Pontecorvo skillfully employs handheld camera movement in the Battle of Algiers to intensify the urgency, tension, and realism of the narrative. As the FLN women prepare for their covert mission, the handheld camera becomes an active participant in the scene, following them through tight spaces and emphasizing the urgency and secrecy of their actions. The unsteady movement creates an intimate and immediate perspective, placing the audience right there with them. As the women navigate through the crowded streets and cafes, the camera dynamically follows their movements. This perspective highlights the challenges of moving inconspicuously in public spaces, reinforcing the clandestine aspects of the mission. The unsteady camera reflects the unpredictability of their journey, enhancing the tension of the scene. This continuity of movement raises questions about their potential capture, mirrored in the women's concerned expressions. The unsteady shots contribute to the sense of anticipation and paranoia, underscoring the gravity of their actions. As we have watched, the women's covert preparation is a pivotal moment in the film. The close-up shots unveil the internal struggles on the women's faces during this secret operation. These shots, like windows into their souls, show raw expressions of determination, fear, and resolve. One significant close-up captures a woman cutting her hair, a visual metaphor conveying shock at the necessity of the act. This shot becomes a powerful storytelling tool, highlighting the sacrifices made for a larger cause. During the women's journey to meet the bomb maker, multiple close-ups, reminiscent of themes in Samuel Beckett's film, focus on their eyes, symbolizing awareness of potential observation. The character in Beckett's short movie is engaged in a constant effort to avoid being seen. The tension in the women's expressions, revealing a similar sense of paranoia, invites viewers to consider shared themes of perception and emotion. A close-up zooms in on the bomb maker's eyes as he assembles the weapon. The famous eye-slicing scene in Luis Buñuel's Un Chien Andalou challenges conventions, evoking a powerful emotional response. Both instances invite contemplation of the emotional and psychological dimensions of their characters. By highlighting the bomb maker's eyes, the film humanizes the act of resistance, moving beyond the mere assembly of a bomb to reveal the profound significance of the plan and the thoughts racing through the man's mind. As the scene progresses, the close-up shots transition to ordinary people in cafes and restaurants, juxtaposing normal life and the impending political violence. The inclusion of an innocent child prompts ethical reflection on FLN resistance strategy. Close-up shots humanize the controversial sacrifices made as a result of political turmoil, connecting us emotionally to the characters and their collective struggle.
The strategic use of match cuts and jump cuts creates a compelling juxtaposition between the intense preparations of the women and the seemingly mundane, everyday activities of innocent individuals. When viewed as a point-of-view shot from the women's perspective, we realize that these cuts offer a window into their emotional turmoil and internal conflicts. The abrupt transitions between shots creates a sense of immediacy, signifying rapid shifts in perspective as the women study the faces of civilians to ensure that their plan goes unnoticed. However, as the women's eyes dart around, they also capture the lives of these civilians, innocent babies enjoying ice cream and partners dancing to music. The POV shots, therefore, are a deliberate attempt to foster empathy and humanize the potential victims. By emphasizing their individuality, this film highlights the dehumanization that is often associated with acts of political violence. The breadth of POV shots also contributes to the film's narrative scope, revealing the true extent of individuals impacted by these women's actions. Collectively, the jump cuts and match cuts used provide a multifaceted view of the community, illustrating the diverse lives, routines, and emotions of those who will be affected by the upcoming events. This broader perspective prompts the audience to consider the ripple effects of political actions, highlighting the interconnectedness of individual lives within the larger context of a struggle for independence. In summary, the match cuts and jump cuts, used as POV shots, turn the female bomber scene into a reflective exploration of the emotional weight and ethical dilemmas associated with political violence, urging the audience to engage in a deeper contemplation of the characters' internal struggles and the broader implications of their choices. Ennio Morricone's score during the background of the female bomber scene plays a crucial role in enhancing the emotional impact and thematic resonance of the sequence. Firstly, these are Algerian drums. Incorporating this element into the film's score is a nod to the cultural roots and heritage of these characters. The cultural significance of these drums adds depth to the scene, serving as an auditory symbol of resistance and the protagonist's commitment to preserving their cultural identity. The steady, pulsing rhythm resembles a heartbeat, creating a sense of rhythmic tension and evoking the feeling that we are listening to the character's own heartbeats. This pulse establishes a connection between the audience and the character's internal feelings, amplifying the emotional and psychological impact of the scene. Mimicking a racing heartbeat intensifies the tension and unease within the scene, becoming a sonic representation of the internal suspense faced by the characters. As they prepare for the dangerous act of carrying out a bombing, the music captures the adrenaline, fear, and tension inherent in such a high-stakes situation. The beat also has a drum-like marching nature, adding a military atmosphere that reflects the sense of purpose involved in the character's actions. As the characters prepare for the morally complex act of carrying out a bombing, the marching rhythm provides order, emphasizing the organized and strategic nature of this play. The rhythmic beat could also be seen as a symbol of the determination of the revolutionary forces, where even though these women may feel fear and anxiety at being exposed, they are determined to carry out their fight for independence.